Welcome back. Today, we're diving into an explainer of a seriously fascinating Dollar Nova personal finance documentary script, and we're tackling something I know we've all thought about, the crazy paradox of money and our daily habits. I mean, we all want financial security, right? For sure. But actually getting there, that path can feel, well, pretty murky. So today, we're going to clear that fog right up. We are getting straight to the root of why so many people get stuck, and more importantly, how you can actually break out of that cycle. Section 1. Same salary, different results. Okay, picture this. Imagine two people. Let's call them Person A and Person B. They sit right next to each other at the office, they have the exact same job title, and honestly, they take home the exact same paycheck every 2 weeks. But fast forward 5 or 10 years, and their lives look completely different. Person A is quietly building wealth, totally secure. Person B, they're stressed out, literally living paycheck to paycheck, just scraping by until the first of the month. It's a huge disconnect. If their income is exactly the same, what on earth separates them? It's so easy to think Person A just got lucky, but this Dollar Nova analysis points to something way more controllable. Here's the core truth we found in the source material. It's not about some random stroke of luck. Actually, scratch that. It has absolutely nothing to do with luck. It is all about the tiny, everyday financial decisions you make. Those small daily choices literally shape your future. It's choosing to pack a lunch instead of eating out. It's sticking with your perfectly fine phone instead of upgrading just because. On their own, these choices seem kind of meaningless, right? But compound them over years, they are the absolute bedrock of either building serious wealth or being stuck on that paycheck-to-paycheck hamster wheel. Section 2. The 7 habits holding you back. It is honestly staggering how common these first 3 toxic habits are. So ask yourself, have any of these sneaked into your routine? Habit 1, living to impress others. You know, keeping up with the Joneses. It's taking on a brutal car payment just to look successful, instead of actually being successful. Habit 2, ignoring a budget. Look, if you don't tell your money where to go, you're always going to wonder where it went. You're basically flying blind. And habit 3, credit card debt. This is arguably the most dangerous trap out there. You are literally paying extra at insanely high interest rates for things you already used. It drags your future income straight into the past. Let's keep going with the next 4 habits from the text, because these really show how breaking those 7 habits can save money, or if you don't break them, cost you everything. Habit 4, waiting too long to invest. We're going to dig into this in a sec, but delaying this just robs you of your biggest asset, which is time. Habit 5, relying on one income source. In today's world, having just one stream of income leaves you way too vulnerable. Habit 6, avoiding financial education. So many people just ignore learning about money because it feels complicated, but avoiding it guarantees you'll never win the game. And finally, habit 7, waiting for tomorrow. The source calls this the ultimate wealth killer, saying I'll start next month or, oh, I'll do it after the holidays. Tomorrow is a moving target you are never going to hit. Section 3, the right time to invest. So, I gotta ask you a pretty direct question. When is the actual right time to start investing? Is it when you finally get that promotion, when every last cent of your student loans is completely gone, or when you feel like you just have a bunch of extra cash lying around? That hesitation is totally natural. We all want the absolute perfect conditions before jumping in, but the data tells a vastly different story about when you should pull the trigger. When we connect habits 4 and 7, we get this massive warning. Don't wait for tomorrow. Waiting too long to invest is a total trap. The right time to start investing is right now, today, even if it feels super small. You absolutely don't need to be a Wall Street genius to figure out how to start simple investing. It can be as easy as tossing a tiny percentage of your paycheck into a basic, low-cost index fund. A lot of middle-class folks stay broke simply because they're waiting for the perfect moment. But compound interest needs time, way more than it needs a huge initial deposit. By waiting for tomorrow, you are giving up the exponential growth that builds real wealth. Section 4, management matters way more than earning. This quote from the source material absolutely hits the nail on the head. Money is not only about how much you earn, it is also about how wisely you manage what you earn. This is literally the cure to the financial struggles we've been talking about, and discovering this is one of the surest ways to become wealthy. Society tells us the only way to get rich is to just make a bigger salary. But think about it. If your habits are terrible, if you're trying to impress people and relying on credit cards, a higher salary just means you'll finance a more expensive lifestyle and get into more expensive debt. It's the management, having the discipline to keep your outflow lower than your inflow, that actually creates wealth. Thankfully, the source material doesn't just leave us hanging with the problem. It lays out 3 clear, actionable steps to escape the trap. Step 1, build better habits. We have to actively tear down those 7 bad habits. Stop trying to impress people who aren't paying your bills and start making a budget. Step 2, stay consistent. Building wealth is not some one-time heroic event. It's the boring, unsexy process of making the right little choices day in and day out. And step 3, think long-term. You've got to ditch the instant gratification of modern life and start making choices that your future self will actually thank you for. So, we've covered a ton today. We've looked at how the exact same salary can lead to totally different lives just based on daily routines. We've seen the trap of waiting for tomorrow and why managing what you have is so crucial. So here's my final question for you. Which habit are you going to break today? You don't have to fix the whole shebang at once. Just pick one of those 7 bad habits. Maybe today's the day you finally write down that budget, or maybe you finally open up that simple investment account. The choice is absolutely yours. Thanks for tuning into this explainer. Keep learning, keep growing, and I'll catch you in the next one.